What's up? I see one person online. I see someone online. What's up? So let's chat. Let's chat, people. Let's get to it. Hey, Brady, what's up? Yeah, all just okay. Uh, still feeling this cold in this area. I don't know. What's up with you? How's life in office right now? You have Saturdays and Sundays off, right? And was it an off day for you today for Janmashtami or no? That's only North India. Only on Sunday. Wow. So, what's the latest thing you watched? Core industries don't have 5 day work weeks. Yeah, I kind of figured that's why I asked this question. So what's the latest thing you have watched, or what's the latest thing that you really liked? Watched anything like Dobara, Lal Singh Chaddha, Raksha Bandhan, or anything from any industry? Oh, you watched Dobara in the movie hall or online? And how is it? Is it as good as the reviews say? In the theater? Nice, nice. So, people, anybody who's online, it's okay. Let's boycott Praddy. Hashtag boycott the purple ball of Thanos. He went to a movie hall to watch a Tapsi Pannu and Rakaship film. Not as good as Mirage. I'm not even sure if I've watched Mirage. I think I have. But it's on Netflix. Is Mirage the film that has this guy, Money Heist guy? Is Mirage that film? Because I've seen this a film by Money Heist guy, which I don't remember anything of the plot, but it was a supernatural. There was some time traveling sort of a thing in it. I think you traveled through a TV or something like that. I don't remember. Does it have the Money Heist guy in it? The bearded guy, the main guy. Karthik 2 review. Yeah, I am yet to watch it. I have not been well. I am not going to see. You have not even watched any video from me that I shot in my rented space where I shoot all my videos. I'm still at my home. I'm only stepping out for grocery, for bringing groceries and all. So I'm still at my home. So going to a cinema hall is out of the question right now because I'm not fully recovering right now. Today I had cold. Since morning I had cold. Alvaro Mote from the Money Heist. Yeah. Then I have watched that film. I've seen that film a couple of years ago. I did. I remember nothing from that film, but I have watched it. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Great. What's up, people? The purple ball of Thanos here has watched Dobara in a movie hall. So are you guys also planning to do that, or Is the boycott still in effect? Arjun Kapoor comments. You've also watched Karthikeya too. Okay, people, let's not boycott him yet. My so oh yeah. So how is Karthikeya too? Okay, here is the thing. What I have discovered that my views on whatever political is going in Bollywood regarding boycott and all, you guys don't agree with those views, but I think that's the beauty of it. That we can still be in this space. We can discuss our love for films, our mutual love for films, and yet we disagree on things. So that's why. This is a disclaimer. So I kind of felt sad when I read those comments by Arjun Kapoor, because see, here's the thing: Arjun Kapoor may or may not be a successful actor. That is beyond the point here. The thing is, here is a bullied guy, frustrated, and he's coming out. He knows he will be bullied even more after this, but he's coming out and saying all these things. And in response to this, the people who are bullying him even more now. I mean, it's see, the thing is, you have to look at it individually. Forget that he's some rich guy's son or he's a rich guy. I mean, you don't have to forget it. Even rich people have problems. Even they are humans. To be honest with you, I find all of this very akin to bullying. He is frustrated. He got frustrated and he said what he said. I fully, I'm fully in fully agreement with him. To be honest, I know you disagree with me, so let's agree to disagree. But I felt sad that somebody has to, fully knowing that he will be trolled even more after this, he still said it. So I think that explains how upset these people are, and they have a right to be upset. See, at the end of the day, they are real people, and we forget that. We think because they are privileged, they are privileged, they are rich, they don't have feelings, they have thick skin and all of that. I don't think it works like that. When you open internet and you see 1,000 people trolling you, I don't think that's a nice feeling. I know. I don't think people in India have really started to separate the art and artist. Can I argue such a view that our audience is still largely sophisticated? I missed the last four words. So yeah, I personally have not watched any Arjun Kapoor film except for once. Like for 10 years, I did not watch any Arjun Kapoor film. Not because I hate him or love him. Nothing appealed to me. But very recently, I did watch Sandeep or Pinky Farrar, and I think he was good in it. I think he was pretty good in that film, and the movie is great. But that's not the point. I mean, for example, if you talk of nepotistic products, I hate Imran Khan, the guy who was at the top once upon a time. And I used to wonder, like, why is he at the top? Why is he so successful? Why everybody keeps talking about him? Because he was a terrible actor. But then I did not, Praddy says, I did manage to separate the art from the artist. I had no issues with him personally. Karthik Aryan, for example, I hate him, the actor. I cannot bear even one scene, even a one advertisement from Karthik Aryan. It's, he is an unbearably bad actor for me. But when he was being taken apart for a video of his with his sister, right? If you remember, in 2020, he made a video with his sister, and everybody started criticizing him. And even today, some people hate him because he does these sexist films. I'm like, dude, he does what he gets offers for these films. He does it. He's not a superstar. He cannot pick and choose roles. If he gets these films which are woman bashing films, he does it. He accepts it because he gets a good check out of it. He gets success out of it. Why shouldn't he do them? So I don't hate Karthik Aryan the person. I don't hate him for doing the films that he does. I hate the actor Karthik Aryan. So I think that's what we got to do. If we hate some actor for their lack of skill, we should keep that hate to that aspect. I don't know. We should not hate people. Like, we assume that they all bullied Sushant Singh, and he was thrown out of films. I don't know which films was he thrown out of, how he was isolated. I think his last film made and what 50 lakh 50 crore 100 crore on box office Chisore. So I don't know who abandoned him because KRK and Kangana Ranaut said, and we believed that. So I don't know, I have very strong views on it. That's those are my views. Sorry. Yeah, let's move on. What are your views? I know Arjun Kapoor is a flop actor. Be like, बिना पकड़ हुआ मूवी फ्लॉप करने का घमंड है. Sorry man. Sorry for what, Andy? And hi, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, and people, there's a dollar sign. Please click on it, or rupee sign. I don't know. Please click on it, and if you feel generous, if you are very happy listening to my views on Urdu Wood and Arjun Kapoor, yeah, please open your heart up. I want to chat, but I'm watching a movie on TV. No, yeah, please go ahead. Which tell us which movie at least on TV. Okay. Which movie with no, don't tell me. I don't want people to run off. So yeah, those are my views. Hey, Kaha Maurya, what's up? Escape Room 2, okay, on Netflix. What's up, Kaha Maurya? How's life? Did you guys watch my reviews, or I think just one review of Sarpatta Parambari? What do you guys think of that review? What weirded me out most? So his girlfriend was blamed for his vices and choices. Exactly. I mean, initially, it looked like that maybe she was responsible because they had his coach who was pointing fingers at her and whatnot. But then there was enough gray area for people to not say and think what they were saying. I mean, the thing people do not realize that when you have, I don't know, a million people screaming into your face that you are a murderer, which people did with his girlfriend, which people did with Karan Johar or Alia Bhatt. I don't think people realize what that can do to a person. Like, there was all this talk of mental health, and nobody gave a damn to the mental health of Karan Johar or Riya, just because, I don't know, because they are rich, or because I don't know why people think that rich people cannot get affected, especially when you are screaming into their faces that you killed a guy. That was insane. 2020 was insane in this respect. With zero promotion, at least Pushpa had won. K2 was dumped directly. Yeah, I don't know actually. There is nothing I can express. It's kind of surprising. There is actually zero promotion in the name of Hindi films. Yeah, I'm surprised. Because Dobara had zero promotion, but nobody went to watch it. But Kartike 2 is, I think it's testament to the fact that the like people have really opened up to cinema from the south of India. I'm really taking drugs for his own choice, pretty disgusting side of society that, well, yeah, exactly. And see, the more disgusting part was, I lived in a hostel, so I know so many not just in hostel, I worked in startups, so I know so many people. I know them personally, people who take drugs frequently. You go to their rooms, they're living together, they're not living with their parents, they're living, like two colleagues are living together, or in hostel there are so many people, and they used to consume drugs, and it was kind of okay for them. Those were the very people who were going on Facebook, on Twitter, and they were calling in Nasedi, you have ruined India's culture. Karan Johar should be jailed because the people are having drugs in his party. Dude, do you have a split personality? Do you know what you do yourself without anybody forcing you to? I mean, what the fuck, dude? That was insane. Anyways, I can see there were some viewers, about 7 or 8 viewers before I started off on this thing, and now there are less. Clearly, disagreement in place. Uh, so yeah, Karthikeya 2 success has kind of also Salar. I forgot whose film is Salar. I've read about it, but right now I cannot recall. The thing is, even after Prabhas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I am. See, the thing is, even after watching South films from over 2 months now and reading about them, my Google News feed has still not updated to my latest obsession or my latest switch in taste, because I do not get any news updates from that industry. Oh, KGF's director. Wow. Okay, I have not seen KGF, but I think maybe he's a successful director. So yeah, I think it should be. Yeah, thinking of it now kind of fills me with some excitement for sure, for sure. And how's I have not heard a lot about Prabhas after or before Bahubali. How is his popularity in South? Like before Bahubali, how big is he in South, in Telugu, or in overall South cinema? Prabhas. Also, I had a question. I've seen these people, so many actors who are doing films in different languages. So I don't understand. Like this guy, Prakash Raj. I've seen him in. I've seen him in a Telugu film, and I have seen him in Malayalam films. Then there is obviously Kicha Sudeepa, who was in Iga, and then I saw him in Vikrant Rona, which is a Kannada film. So like is this guy Telugu, or is this guy from Kannada, or like what? Is this a common thing that people uh, you know work in films across languages? Like how does this work? He does so, and he is mouthing his own dialogues. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. I mean, I that's amazing. I mean, I disagree with all his political views. He's a liberal extremist for me, but no, but he's a great actor. He is an amazing actor. That's impressive. Like he knows 5 languages and he does films in all the industries. Sudeep is mainly a Kannada actor. Okay, okay. But in Iga, it was his own voice, right? Because I don't know, because like I have heard Alia Bhatt say this. I also read it that she was mouthing her own dialogues. Karthik, producer, is also Kashmir Files producer. Is there any agenda? Is he just trying to tell the truth through his movies? I don't know, man. Hey, pops, what's up? Did you watch any of the films that I recommended, that I reviewed? So yeah, I don't know, Andy. I have not watched this film. I don't know. You can talk about it better if you have watched Karthik too. I don't know what the film is about. Not my concern. He's a brilliant artist, and that's what matters to me. Correct, correct. That's the same thing with me. I try to separate politics from their whatever from their artistry. Of course, same goes for Anurag Kashyap. I think his political views are his political views are just dumb. I mean, I hear Anurag Kashyap talk about politics. I'm like, dude, what is this guy on? But he's a fine filmmaker. Unless he's trying to make some sort of statement on Modi, then he screws up his entire project. Anyways, Surari Potru, I'm yet to watch it. I'm yet to watch it. I think I've watched a bit of it, but I'm yet to finish it. I've only watched about first 20 minutes, and I've got to get rid of this habit of starting films and then stopping them midway and then resuming them after days. So there are films. I think Shankara Bharnam and Surari Potru are at the top of my list right now. They have been on at the top of my list, but I'm yet to get to them. So yeah, Shankara Bharnam is uh, top priority, and after that Surari Potru for sure. I really need to get to Shankara. I would have watched Shankara Bharnam like 2 weeks ago, if not for COVID. So So yeah, Andy, you tell me, what do you think of this? I don't see any propaganda or whatever. I mean, there are people who appreciated Kashmir Files, uh, despite they don't have to, like, for example, Abhishek Bachchan. I don't think he subscribes to Vivek Agnihotri's political belief, but he appreciated Kashmir Files without even watching it. And so many people did. So that's okay. You can produce a film, and production is different. I mean, it's you back a film. I go to Sardar Uddam. My reviews post tomorrow morning. Great. Okay, that's amazing. We will look forward to your review, guys. There's Pops. He has his own YouTube channel and he's exploring Indian cinema. Karthikeya shows are history. Yeah, I don't know. That was Andy was asking this question. I have no idea. I have no idea. Andy mentioned Kashmir Files and Karthikeya too. He said Indian cinema playlist because so many people are exactly. So I don't know. I'm not saying Karthikeya 2 is propaganda. It's there was a whole question about posed by Andy, and I think he used propaganda for Kashmir Files. And propaganda is not a bad thing. It's the bad thing is false propaganda. So your film can be true propaganda or false propaganda. Karthikeya 2, I'm sure, does not fit in any category. Hey, Manohar, but yeah, I would have already watched Karthikeya 2 if I was fit enough to go to a movie hall. So you guys did watch Karthikeya. How is Karthikeya 2? Raina, I know you suggested Heather and Ega, so I had to restart Amazon Prime account and get those with subtitles. Yeah, no, that's okay. Sadar Uddam also, I think I suggested, I don't know, but it's a great watch. I'm happy you watched Sadar Uddam. Watch Ega next. Ega is a film that you should not miss. And it's, well, the same director as RRR, tries to be so many things at the same time. Genre very unique Indian cinema, made it really watchable for Indian audience. Okay, I hope it's still playing in theaters by the time I'm. Drishyam, okay. Drishyam is in many languages. So many people have watched Kashmir Files. Not one person could counter a single scene of the film. Hmm. Counter, you say? You mean like contradict or something? You see, Kashmir Files is not showing any lie, or it's not propaganda, false propaganda. It's a separate subject right now. I've said previously that I do not like Kashmir Files, not because of its politics. I thought it's just not a well-made film. As a film, I had issues with it. You know, just like Darlings. The film has a good message. Whatever the message I forgot. Yeah, domestic abuse and all. But as a film, it was a very mediocre product. Darlings. So same way, Kashmir Files. I'm I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with the politics. I'm just saying it was not a well-made film. That said, Anurag Kashyap had no business saying that it's an adventure drama spun around Indian culture. Very rare to see a film like that. The political being polarized. It's now really helped with its traction. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I watched Darlings. I watched Darlings. Did not enjoy it. Like it was going in circles. It just repeating itself for about 80 odd minutes. It kept on repeating itself as if we have not seen domestic abuse in films. So there are films like, there are Hindi films, for example, like Pink, that bring to screen subjects that are not discussed in like publicly. So seeing that subject being brought on screen and the movie focusing a lot of its runtime on that subject feels new. वाली मूवी देखी क्या? नहीं यार, वाली मूवी नहीं है. व्हाट्सअप शास्त्री, राइट? वाली अभी नहीं देखी मैं. देख नहीं पाया हूँ अभी. मुझे देखनी है. Did we find subtitles? I think subtitles were not available, right? Drishyam 3, Ajay will be so happy after this news. I think he's yet to remake Drishyam 2. Effort for dark comedy did not translate for me. I know there is a lot of cultural stuff that I can't. I wouldn't watch Darlings again. Yeah, yeah. Amazon per with title hai, okay. Yeah, same for me. It's not about the cultural thing only, pops. It's just I think the makers thought they were making something new and complex, so they just it's too much. It was too predictable. I don't know. I hated the experience. I got super bored watching Darlings. Yeah, definitely not rewatchable at all. It's barely watchable the first time. So uh, तो ठीक है मैं देखता हूँ प्राइम पे आई चेक इट आउट मैं तब से ध्यान भी नहीं रहा है there's already that there's already a huge list so yeah uh, uh, Better Call Saul any Better Call Saul fans वो ख़त्म हो गया the season the show has ended is an above average actress this was what I felt when I in the last dry comedy is really difficult to pull off Alia Bhatt I think she's a good actor yeah I'm not as smitten by her as some people are but she isn't bad she's good I think she was good in क्या काठियावाड़ी गाठियावाड़ी this this Bhansali film I think she was good and there could have been other actors who could have essayed the same role better like Radhika Apte so many people said Radhika Apte but Alia Bhatt was good enough uh, so yeah uh, but these days all actors are getting you know what they deserve like a lot of chance like there are no taboos today yeah maybe yeah PR team so there are no taboos today you know there are like everybody is getting thanks to OTT thanks to so many films being made and watched through OTT so people are good actors are getting recognition I'm sure there are again like many actors who are not getting recognition but comparatively if you compare it with the times before these times I think way more people are getting the fame and the credit they deserve for their skills so that's a good thing uh, like Radhika Apte wouldn't have worked wouldn't have clicked 20 years ago so yeah Gangubai, Raja, Highway, Love, Zindagi are good films, irrespective of Alia's presence. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. I've not watched most of these films. Yeah, Gangubai I did. Highway I have not watched. Love You Zindagi I have not. I think yeah I have not seen much of Alia. I think I really liked him in Gully Boy. Her in Gully Boy. Razi, yeah, Razi I watched. Though I find Razi a bit overrated, but it's still good. It was a great one-time watch. Uh, I thought Vicky Kaushal was wasted in Razi. Then that's it. Gully Boy, Razi, Gangubai, and that one film with Varun Dhawan. Uh, I cannot recall that name. She was good in it. I mean, the movie was good. She was also good in it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've not seen a lot of films of all these new guys. Do you watch Coffee with Karan? I used to, but not anymore. I'm bored of seeing the same faces over and over again. So that has been a problem with Coffee with Karan. He invites the same guests. You know, so I would have loved to watch people who have not ever been on Coffee with Karan, like Sachin Tendulkar, like Sonu Nigam, and or you talk of actors. There are so many actors who have not been there. So I got bored. I watched that episode with Akshay Kumar and Samantha. Prabhu. That was a good episode. I liked Samantha Prabhu has an amazing sense of humor. But used to I used to watch all episodes, especially in the beginning, in the first season, but not anymore. Is a Zoya film South Wave perspective of Dharavi, Divine's family में postmodern spirit will not make a mufti. Ali Abad was fine in Darling in my the story was the issue. Yeah, she was good in Ali. All actors were amazing in Darlings. It's just the film was favorite Malayalam film. Uh, I Gully Boy. I know that as the perspective is different, but I still had a great time watching Gully Boy. It's one of my favorite Bollywood films of last 10, 15 years. Favorite Malayalam film? There are so many amazing Malayalam. I've only watched very few Malayalam films, but I've loved all of them. So, Nayut, sorry, I'm butchering names here, but Nayut to Joseph, Kumbalgini Nights, that won't be my favorite. I did not enjoy that film as much as I did Joseph and Nayut too. Yeah, I think these two would be my top two Malayalam films last year. So the police jokes and Darlings were a bit much for me. Probably didn't translate right. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, police jokes maybe. So yeah, I also watched what is that name? No, name of the Farhad Fasil film, Joji. Uh, I think I watched that from last year. I That was also a great film. But yeah, Nayutu or Joseph would be my top two films, top two Malayalam films for sure. I no, no I did not expect Nayutu to be so good. It was amazing. And this guy, I forgot his name. What his name? There's a J in his name. I don't know why he dies in all the films that I watch of that. I also watched Pada or Pada. That's also a Malayalam film, right? And I think it has two guys from Nayutu, right? This guy who was in Joseph and the other guy from Nayutu, one of the three people who escaped. The other man. The most apt energy of Gully Boy I can give. Imagine looking at somebody from 34 buildings rooftop. That's how it felt watching that. I know. I agree with your point, but I think it was not even pretending to be that. Kruti, I don't think it. Sure, I don't think it was pretending to be very realistic and gritty. Zoya Akhtar has always made films that marry realism with contempt with mainstream cinema. So I like that aspect of her filmmaking. She does not go full art or full mainstream. She stays somewhere in the middle. I think she does a really great job of that. I love all her films, like four films I think she has made. I love all of them. I don't know why, but I think I am biased towards her. So yeah, I will watch that film. There are so many any Malayalam films I have watched. They have a very unique character to them. Malayalam films. They are very grounded. At the same time, they are very thrilling. I think I've mostly watched thrillers. So yeah, love it. The Great Indian Kitchen. Yes, that's also a film I watched last year. Wow, that was something. That film made me sad. I think the actor in Great Indian Kitchen, that's the same girl in Nayutu, right? I hope I'm saying the name right, Nayutu. As I've said previously, it's not about South Indian name or North Indian name. I cannot remember names. So yeah, but it's the same actress, right? Nayutu and the Great Indian Kitchen. I didn't watch the Great Indian Kitchen. I didn't connect with it. I mean, I could understand what the film was going for. So, and I have seen that. I have seen that in like in my extended family. That, but let's not go there. Let's not talk about politics again. Netflix hired Zoya to make an. Yes, they have. Zoya's films would be especially watching from many rural people could only dream of living the lives of leads in Zoya Dil Dhadakne. I mean, Dil Dhadakne Do was, yeah, we know she's working on this Archie's film. We saw the trailer. See, I don't understand the criticism that Dil Dhadakne Do or Zindagi Milegi Dobara get. Those those movies are about rich people's problems, which is fine. I mean, I don't have to connect. I don't have to identify with those. At the end of the day, they are also very human problems, like what Priyanka Bhatt faces in Dil Dhadakne Do, what her character faces. That's true. That's true for people across all income groups in India, right? Pati hai, you have to you have to do what your husband says, and he's the one who has allowed you to work, and you should treat him and his mother as gods. And so what if he said something rude to you in front of 100 people? He's your husband. So I thought that was that cuts through all income groups or all classes of people. That was very real. Same goes for all the other characters. It was just they were rich. But I don't think their problems were so unique. Same Zindagi Milegi Na Dobara, I understand the basic philosophy is flawed. Enjoy your life, go to Europe, go to Spain, don't work or don't work too hard. That's the basic philosophy is flawed, obviously. But then again, yeah, like you said, that film can be said aspirational. Like you want to get so rich by the time you turn 35 that you can just leave everything behind and go for a long trip, like a month long trip, or take a break from work like Hrithik Roshan does. I have a friend who is in really well off in India. When he posed the same question, is like क्रूज पे जाके रोने के लिए औकात होनी चाहिए. I think it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. We cruise पे रोने के see obviously I don't know him personally, but that's the kind of things I've heard. Like he's lucky, like cruise पे I don't know. It's the people who are poorer than us, much poorer than us. I think they can say the same things about us. AC में जाके बैठ के रोने के लिए औकात वैसी औकात चाहिए या जो भी है. I think anybody can say the same thing about people that are richer than him or her. So yeah, I don't know. Which also tells us that we should appreciate our lives more. We should appreciate what we have more than living about things. So yeah, instead of intellectualizing everything, then we should do this. We should reflect. Like if somebody else thinks that my problems are not big enough, then maybe they are not, or maybe I should also appreciate what all I have, and maybe that maybe things will ease up. Maybe I'll be able to resolve the issues or deal with them in a more effective way if I appreciate all the things that I have. So that's, I think I was saying not to intellectualize, but that's exactly what I did. So yeah, what else, people? What else are we talking about? What do you think of Anurag Kashyap's statement on this guy Aditya Chopra? It was not exactly pointed at Aditya Chopra, the whole of it, but it was, I think. He said why films are not working because uh, these people have grown up in trial rooms. And he was actually kind of talking about Aditya Chopra. These people have grown up in trial rooms. They have not seen the outside world. They have not seen the real world. So they keep interfering with people. They keep interfering with the work of the director. That's why I find it hard to connect to Zoya from a human perspective, like this surrounding the splendor rather than the dysfunctional humans. Hmm. I don't see it that way. I see all of that, the splendor, but then I kind of, I'm able to see her vision. I am able to appreciate what she's trying to go for. I was able to connect with Priyanka Chopra's troubles, or Ranveer Singh's troubles in Dil Dhadakne Do. He's Mal ka shaukin. He must be, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I won't comment on that because, like I've said previously, there are so many colleagues of mine and there are so many friends of mine in hostel, from hostel, who used to smoke, who used to do mal. I have never. I don't even smoke. I only drink. So I'm not pretending that I don't do mal, but it's a fact. I have not never even smoked a cigarette. So mal is out of the question. But my friends and colleagues do that. So, and I hang out with them, so I have no right to judge anybody for doing that. So yeah, that's that. Uh, I did not do it because I knew if I start smoking, I would get addicted to it. So that's why I did not do it. But I drink, and I enjoy my drinks very much. Anurag Kashyap is so frustrated with Modi that he cannot make good. Yeah, that's a problem. That's the problem. He is trying to make a political statement against Modi very specifically, and that's why he has ruined his art. Anurag Kashyap. He used to make amazing films or whatever, but now he's consumed by Modi now. So his art has started to suffer. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm saying he was right. I liked what he said about Aditya Chopra. I fully agreed with that. And basically said that these people interfere with the work of their director, of their writer, who have seen the real world. And he appreciated Karan Johar. He said that Karan Johar does not do that. He does not interfere. I fully agree with him. That was one of the that was a great wise thing he said. I was It was good reading that. And he's right. That's why maybe Vaira films are so okay. Yeah. So which reminds me, I did start watching Shamshera. So yeah, this habit. I watched Shamshera for like, I don't know, 40 minutes last night. It's on Prime. It dropped on Prime. Watched it for about 40 minutes. And what Anurag Kashyap said about Aditya Chopra, it was just back of my mind while I was watching it. I was like, I don't know, maybe he's right because I don't know. Samshera seems like a half-hearted effort. It's not bad, but there are some things that I did not understand in the film. I was like why? I don't know. Maybe those are technical things. Maybe I was not paying attention, but it seems like a half-hearted effort so far. But I'll finish it. It doesn't seem as bad. So let's see. Shamshera is a mixture of Mad Max, Bahubali, KGF. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that was clear enough from the trailer itself. The first time that I think the trailer opened with that shot where they are dropping water for all these people who gather to have one drop of water. That is a scene. Just they lifted it from Mad Max directly, and with KGF, you mentioned. I'm sure. I'm sure. I have to watch KGF. I think I'm going to watch KGF 1 at least one of these days. Yeah, I'd watch that film too once I get through the current list. Yeah, so any Better Call Saul fans? Nobody? Praddy, you? Pops, you? If you're still tuned in. Or all you guys. And what do you guys think? Did the boycott, was boycott responsible? Review Jai Bhim. Yeah, that's also something that's on my list. You haven't seen it? Hmm. Breaking Bad. Did you watch Breaking Bad? Jai Bhim is also on my list, for sure. Um, yeah, so many films. Period films require a lot of research. When there's female-led sports, people lose interest immediately. Which film this happened with, Paddy? I Which film are you talking about? Oh, Shamshera. Right. Oh, sorry, Shamshera. Yeah, yeah. I only started it, so yeah, I watched that one song with this girl Vani Kapoor. Uh, yeah, you're right. I think yeah, what she was wearing was too modern for. The thing is, I did not. My attention did not go there because I was looking at her like this item girl of Bollywood. So I did not pay attention to what she's wearing is very inconsistent with the time period that this movie is based in. Because so far she's just an item girl for me in that film. That's all I watched. But my thoughts on Tumba, like one of the best ever films for its genre, or any film, visual feast. Uh, like what's the word? I don't know. Like it was feast to my ears as well. I loved how they used the sound of rain in the film. Not a lot, not in a lot of portions, but wherever they used sound of rain, the soundtrack overall, and the story is unique. It's like the concept, how it picks this very normal subject like greed is not good. This is what happens when you're too greedy, but how it makes such an interesting story out of that. How it gives such a fascinating spin to this very age old saying. It was amazing. It was a great film. I'm yet to revisit it, yet to rewatch it, but I watched it in a movie hall, and I remember nothing but great things about the film. Easily one of the best. Yeah, maybe best fantasy horror film in Indian film history. Makes a serious claim to that, for sure. And I remember the visuals were so arresting in the film. It's just yeah, I read that. Even if you don't like I don't know anybody personally who doesn't, but let's say somebody finds it a bit slow because there are a lot of people who want things to happen quickly. Even then, the visuals. Have you seen Indian movie? Who are you asking? Friday, Friday. First of all, please tell me your name. Friday, Friday. And who are you asking this question to? Me? I'm an Indian. I watch Indian films. I've been watching Indian films since I was 0 years old. Yeah, I miss the time when I used to, rewatch films. Acha, you, sorry, Kamal Hassan film. I watched it as a when I was young, when I was a kid. I don't think I remember that film a lot. That's the movie, right? Telephone धुन में हंसने वाली. Yeah, obviously, the budget was. It's amazing how what they achieved with that budget. This is what happens when you don't care about the box office, because Tumbar is clearly made with no sights on box office. The makers did not care about it. They wanted to make a good film, a great film, and that's what they have done. And box office came. It attracted box office. Obviously, that's not the case every single time. Shankar is making it into okay. That's good. That sounds exciting. I'll be looking forward to that. There are so many great films being. There are so many films that make me excited that are being made right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Rajamouli is making this film, and so many films are just being planned. So, and one film that I'm really excited to watch, for which you guys are going to hate me, is the Vikram Vedha Hindi remake. I am really excited. I really want to watch that film. I want to see what Ritik does to Vijay Sethupathe's character, and obviously what Saif Ali Khan does. Uh, so yeah, I'm really excited for that film. Even though I have not watched original, but I can still have an idea. Bulbul I did not watch. I did not watch. I have to watch Bulbul. Uh, Bulbul also, I remember it got great reviews. I don't want to miss Vikram Vedha, the original. The problem is Friday. Please tell me your name. The problem is I don't. I want to, because I'm excited for the Hindi remake, so I want to go in totally blind. I don't want to know the story. I don't want to know the characters, the twists, and whatnot. So that's why I'm not watching the original. And that's the trust me. That's the only film that I'm doing this with. That I'm not watching the original. I'm just going for the remake. For example, Hit, the first, what is the name? The first murder case or something like Vikramaditya Raj. So Hit, for example, when Hit the Hindi remake released, Rajkumar Rao film. That's the day I watched Hit, the original language film, the Telugu film. On that very day, I was like, no, I don't want to watch the remake. I want to watch the original. I'm so happy I did, because that's one of my favorite films now. Hit, the first case, yeah. Even though, if I remember correctly, I think the last 20 minutes or something, or some twist was insanely stupid. Thanks for this great CEO information. Thank you, Pops. Hope to see you again. So, even though the last 20 minutes or some twist in Hit was very stupid, I don't know which one though, but yeah, I know now. But overall, it was an amazing film. Yeah, but I don't know which was the film where they completely ruined with where they completely ruined the film with the last 20 minutes. Maybe it was Hit. Maybe it was Hit. Uh, Otherwise, what a film! What a film! What a film! An amazing performance by that guy, Vishwak Sen. I still remember his name. Shankar should have made Onion to not watched even the first part. So not watched the first part. So yeah. So far the big films that came out this year that I haven't watched are Pushpa and KGF are the two biggest films that came out this year around the same time as RRR did, but I have not watched it. We haven't seen Aparichit. Yeah, Aparichit. Okay, now I know. Aparichit 1, I saw that when I was in Austin. Yes, I have. I think I saw it in Hindi dub. So don't even ask. I remember nothing. Hindi dub is not just bad. It's also very it's also very confusing. I don't know how they translate those dialogues. It's like I don't know, the translation from the original language to the, because when it has happened and I'm watching a Hindi dubbing of a film and there are also English subtitles. Those English subtitles and the Hindi dialogues, they have nothing in common. The English subtitles are saying something completely different and the dubbing is saying something entirely different. I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure that the problem is with dubbing because when I watched Vikrant Rona, there were so many things that I just could not make sense. I was like, like why did he or she use that line here? Right? Like why? Like what did that even mean? So yeah, but it's not just Hindi. I think dubbing is generally awful. I've seen. You should rewatch Aparichit. Bollywood couldn't think of such movie at the time. Yes, I think I should. I think I should. I know. I should. I should. I should. I'll watch it. I'm sure it's somewhere, at least on YouTube or some OTT. So I'll find it and I'll watch it. Wow, such a huge comment. Was frankly over the top and caricaturist. Amazing trope, exploit any decent filmmaker, actor victim the lead was just annoying. I never get bored of. I missed the comment. I get bored watching Parichit. Okay, two very contradictory comments. But yes, there is a huge list. Even if I get to Parichit, there is a huge list before that. There's so much that Hollywood also keeps dropping. I think I've said it previously. I watch a lot of Hollywood. I don't watch Hindi films a lot, but yeah, even that is a lot of it is in my watch list. There is this TV show called Dark Winds. That's on AMC. So also watching that. So and there is this thing called the Sun with this guy who was Bond for the longest time. Uh, so he has a TV show called The Sun. It's a western, I think. Yeah, I think. So I also have to watch that. I don't know his name. The Bond before Daniel Craig. Forgot his name. Not yet. Have you seen Nope? Praddy has seen Nope. I think he liked it. Have you? I've seen the previous works of that director. Love it. Love both the films. Get Out and the other film. And the other film. But no, I have not seen Nope yet. Jordan Peele. Us. Yeah, Us. So your views and I have not seen the film. I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. There's so many latest films that I'll tell you what I watched recently. 13 Lives. I think that's the latest film that I watched. The latest from Hollywood that I watched is 13 Lives. We talked about it. It's a Ron Howard film. It stars this guy Virgo Mortensen or whatever you call him. It stars Colin Farrell, and then there is this guy um, Joel Edgerton. So these three big names. It's a fantastic film. It's on an accident that happened. Not accident. Uh, Rains flooded a cave in Korea, in Thailand, and there were all these kids who were trapped. 12 kids and their coach who were trapped in that cave because of those rains. I don't know. It sounds maybe boring. I'm making it sound boring, but it's an amazing film. You should watch it. You should watch it. 13 Lives. It's on Prime, for sure. Go for it. Very entertaining, and very really well made. Ron Howard, I think, except for his Dan Brown films, I think he's a really good, really reliable filmmaker. Loved all his works. I think we discussed it that day. Except for Beautiful, we discussed the Beautiful Mind and all. So yeah. Was pretty nice. That's the latest Hollywood I've seen. Then I saw Peacemaker, John Cena's TV show. I liked the second half of that. Akshay Kumar is doing the remake. Yeah. The problem with Ratsasan is Hotstar does not have subtitles for it. It does have it in original language, but it does not have subtitles. Or maybe it's not in original language. Uh, no, I think it's in original language without subtitles. So that's why I have not watched it. Yeah, it may also be the case that it's there in Hindi. If that's the case, then I'm not watching it in Hindi for sure. The incident itself was pretty mind blowing, though, bro. You're missing not. I know, I'm missing. What do I do? How, like, there are no subtitles. What do I do? How do I watch? The incident was mind blowing. The fact that those people survived. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's not spoil the film. Sorry, but I was not aware of the incident, though. I was not aware of the incident, I think. So, yeah. So, I went in mostly blind and loved the film. Uh, so, I checked out on torrents. Prey has come out on torrents. The Predator's film. I think it's Origins story. I don't know, but it has gotten great reviews. So, oh fuck. Oh. So I'll probably, oh shit. I'll probably download and watch Predators. Oh, sorry, Prey. And what else? So there is a show called Severance on Apple TV. That's one of the best shows you can watch. Better Call Saul, I think I discussed. One of the greatest TV shows, easily. The Peacemaker was quite. Peacemaker was like, there was too much self-aware comedy in the first 4 episodes, which I don't enjoy anymore now. But the last 4 episodes get infinitely better. So you guys should check that out. The Peacemaker, worthwhile. Yeah, worth your time for sure. Jaws movie is overrated, unpopular opinion. I've not seen Jaws in like, I don't know, 27, 28 years. I watched Jaw in, I think it was 1995 or maybe early 1996. I can say that with so much clarity because I remember narrating the story of Jaws to a friend in my classroom when I was in 6th grade. That's why I remember I watched the film in either 5th grade or 6th grade. But yeah, so I cannot say if it was overrated or not. Rescue Navy SEALs who took part in eventually got crazy. Yeah, that's what you see in the film. So you should watch it. I don't know if you already know the entire story, then I'm not sure if you will be able to enjoy everything. But I did not, so I had more fun. Uh, yeah. Apparently, you know a lot about the incident, so I don't know if you will be able to enjoy the film as much as I did, especially if you know the climax. So, yeah, I did not know the climax, so I did not know what would happen to those kids. So it was kind of edge of the seat for me, but it won't be for you. So I don't know if I can recommend this film to you, Praddy. Yeah, but there's a lot of good stuff on OTT. So yeah, I can recommend. The Man from Earth you have not watched, right? Guys, Friday and Praddy, The Man from Earth you haven't watched, right? Please watch The Man from Earth. Please do. You'll find it somewhere, anywhere, even if not on OTT, somewhere online. The Man from Earth. Please watch that film and thank me later. Have you guys watched The Man from Earth or heard of this film? Do we have to watch 1986 Vikram to understand the latest Vikram? I have heard it's connected. No, I don't think so. I have not watched 1986 Vikram. I don't think. I mean, it is. It does tell you a bit about the 1986 story in the film, uh, but I don't think it's needed. I don't think you need to watch that film. I did not. But then somebody who has watched both the films will be able to tell you better. But personally, I enjoyed the film very much, without having no clue what the 1986 film was about. So yeah, my issues with the film had nothing to do with me not being able to grasp what was happening. My issues were something entirely different. It was this change of genre that movie had from first half to second half. It was an investigative thriller in the first half, and then it was over the top action in the second. So that was my biggest issue with the film. So tell me, Man from Earth. Have you guys at least heard of that film, The Man from Earth? I watched. Kathy, did you like it? Yes, I like Kathy very much. Very much. One of my favorite films that I've watched recently, regardless of the industry. Very enjoyable. Yeah. Did you like Kathy? Friday, where the plot isn't related, only the title characters taken as an inspiration. Guys, you're not replying on The Man from Earth. I read the book as well. What are you talking about? Which book? So yeah, also, yeah. Tell me which book first. So I watched. Kathy said I have a masala movie that I want to see more from Indian film industry, for sure, because it's masala film done right. Uh, yeah, I had a great fun watching Kathy. Yes, masala films can be such a mess, but I think they hit all the right notes with Kathy. There's a book also. That's news to me. The Man from Earth is a book. Is it the same? I I didn't had no idea that. Oh shit. Shit. Like I have been swooning over this film from over 10 years now, but I did not know it's also published as a book. Shit. Okay. Then there is no point recommending this to you. Hmm. Anyways, this film I had a sequel to that came out in 2018. Have you seen Master? I started Master. I did not enjoy it much, so I didn't watch it. It has Vijay, right? Vijay and some other star. I don't know who other star. Master is Vijay and Vijay Sethupathi. Okay, both Vijays are in it. Yeah, I watched it for like I don't know 10-20 minutes. I did not enjoy it a lot, so I did not continue. This is one film that I probably won't go back to watching. So this has Malvika Mohanan, who is a babe. Nice. So I watched just a couple of nights ago. I revisited 90s Hindi film and I loved it. I think I had not watched it start to end ever before. I probably because there were so many scenes that I could not recall watching, and it was amazing fun watching that film again. I think that film has aged really well, except for some sexist bits here and there, not more than twice in the entire film. But overall, I think the film has aged really well. So if you can you guys guess? Like it came out in the late '99. Uh, can you make a random guess? Then I'll tell you who gave music in the film. You should watch Malayalam movie Kala. It has the most violent action sequences. Trust me, you should experience the movie. Kala is Rajnikant. Kala Malayalam movie 2021. No, it's not Rajnikant. Okay. Yeah, so somebody recommended this film in the last live session too. This is not on any OTT, I see. Yet. Yeah, so let's wait. Do you know Thomas? It is on Amazon. Oh yes. Oh sorry. Fuck. Yes, it's on Amazon Prime. Okay. Seems like a movie I can enjoy. Hera Fairy? No, not Hera Fairy. Not Hera Fairy. Good guess though. Hera Fairy. I remember every single scene from. I've watched it. It's probably one of those films that I've watched, that I've rewatched, that I've repeated the most in my life. Hera Fairy. So no. Do you want to take a shot? Friday. After 1 hour of the movie is the craziest. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll try. Maybe I go for it tonight because I don't have anything exciting. I'm not feeling great, so I want to watch something that's thrilling. So maybe I go for it tonight. Kala, if it's on Prime Video, so yeah, why not? Why the hell not? So yeah, can you make a guess? Just say any random name you can think of from late 90s. It's a good film. It's a very mainstream film by a very mainstream film director. So don't Sarfarosh or Angila then no. Any hint? Okay, so I'm going to, because there have been three guesses. The what hint should I give? The music is by A.R. Rahman. So yeah, but not Rangila. I'm not sure if you would agree if you have seen that film recently. Maybe you maybe you won't agree with me at all, and maybe you will judge me for saying what I said about this film having aged well. But it's a total mainstream Hindi film. But I think I loved it. Maybe it was nostalgia. Who knows? Maybe it was nostalgia because I had the audio cassette of this film and I have listened to its songs on repeat so much. I mean, it's one of the best albums, Hindi film albums, easily of that decade. Easily top three albums for me. So A.R. Rahman. No, not Dil Se. That's one guess. Two more guesses. Not Dil Se. I don't think Dil Se has aged well at all. What do you guys think of Dil Se? I don't think it has aged well at all. I think I liked Dil Se when I watched it as a kid. Not director. If I tell the director's name, then that's no prizes for guessing. Then make two or three guesses more. But what do you guys think of Dil Se now? I watched it very recently, and yeah, I mean it was strange how Shah Rukh's character treats Manisha Koirala's character. It's and also it's not very impactful now. It had half an impact on me, emotional impact. Fire, no. I said it's a very mainstream film, a very masala film director, mainstream director. No, not Fire. Yeah, one more guess. One more guess, and I'll tell you. Tal. Oh wow! Thank you so much. I did not want to reveal it. I really wanted you guys to get it right. Yes, Tal. Tal, Tal, Tal. Yes. Yes, it is Tal. It is Tal. You're sure of it? Why are you sure of it? Because I said very masala film director Subhash Ghai. Yeah, it was Tal. So I rewatched Tal. I revisited Tal a couple of nights ago. I think for the first time since 1999 or early 2000 when I must have watched it. Uh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I don't know if it was the art aspect or it was nostalgia. I don't know. Maybe there was a whole there was huge nostalgia at play because I've watched that film. The last time I watched that film, I was like 14 or something or 13. So I loved it. I was so rooting for these characters. I was getting really emotional uh, when Anil Kapoor starts winning over Aishwarya, and I'm like, dude, do you know Akshay Khanna is in Tal is a remake? Okay, I don't want to get into that. I was like, dude, you know Akshay Khanna loves this girl, and I was so happy when he realizes Anil Kapoor's character realizes that Akshay Khanna is not some roadside Romeo. Yes, I know. That's what I used to think. That it's only its soundtrack, but I loved the film. I know. I will not recommend it to anybody, but I think I loved watching that film. Yeah, obviously soundtrack as such. It's like I said. It's probably among my top two or top three soundtracks from the 90s, at least from the 90s. Still, it's so it's amazing. The soundtrack is just it's too good. I think I liked it way more than other soundtracks. Roja and Rangila and Nod. I think I liked it. I like it much more than all those soundtracks. This and Bombay. I think they are two of my favorite A.R. Rahman soundtracks. So yeah, what do you guys think of Dil Se? Prime is suggesting me a film called Baner Ghatta or Banner Ghatta. Have you guys watched this film? Banner Ghatta? I don't know which language. I've said मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. Raymond, I think, is bored of scoring for films now. Probably, or probably he's not getting work. I don't know. Who knows? I have not seen Mard Ka Dard Nahi Hota. I wanted to watch that film. It got amazing reviews. I remember his music. I don't think I've heard anything from A.R. Rahman lately. So I don't know. I don't know how 99 was. 99 songs. Not heard anything from it. Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota. I really wanted to watch that film when it came out, but uh, people say that it's a good film, but not watched it yet. So this film looks exciting. Banner Ghatta or Baner Ghatta. I don't know how to pronounce it. Looks like a thriller. Everyone has composed for PS1. Yes. And songs was pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I know. I reacted to PS1 song. Uh, sounds good. Baner Ghatta does not have amazing ratings though. PS1, I'm really excited for it. Me too. Yeah. Especially now after watching Sahira, I'm even more excited. Even though no correlation between the two, but it's just maybe the overall feeling like how South gets period films, big epic event films, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's hope we have another Rahman winner. And who are you guys like favorite singers? I mean, is the name of a national park in Bangalore? Seems like a Kannada film. Okay, watch Kala. I might. Yeah. And obviously, I don't know any singers from South except for the ones who have sung in Hindi films like Balasubramaniam, S.P. Balasubramaniam. So what are you guys in who are your favorite singers from Bollywood or people who have sung in Bollywood like S.P. Balasubramaniam, including those singers? Which singers do you really like? Malayalam. Banner Ghatta is a Malayalam film. At least that's what Google says. So yeah, your singers. As a kid, I used to like Himesh Reshammiya. How old are you? You must be. Let me make a guess. As a kid, you used to love Himesh Reshammiya. So you must be about 25. Are you around 25? KG Yusudas, SPV, Shurmar and Rafi. Okay. Hmm. Yesudas is still alive, right? I think he is, right? You must be 25, 26, right? Friday. Hmm. Oh, you're 21. Okay. Wow. So I attract people who are much younger to me, you know. So like yeah, that's great. Uh, yeah. So about he is still king at the grand old age of 40. Hmm. So you liked Himesh Reshammiya and so yeah, Himesh Reshammiya as in the whole period, right, between 2005 to 2008 or 9. I think that was the peak Himesh Reshammiya. आशिक बनाया आपने and all those Akshay Kumar songs. कितने अरमान अरमान मान मान and what else was Namaste London was amazing. Uh, फिर हेरा फेरी. Yeah, he had some bangers back in the day. At least between 2005 to 2010, I think that was the Himesh Reshammiya era. My Yesudas is so inspirational, man. He's allowed to perform at the Guru liked at the Kalaga official and I didn't do so. Tandoori Nights, of course, yeah, Tandoori Nights. Divine voice born only for music, I agree. Little that I have heard of him, of Yesudas, I completely understand what you're saying. So my favorite has been a very mainstream name, but I think that my favorite singer is so capable, but he got I think he has got bogged down by the mainstream Hindi film music. I don't think Bollywood has utilized even 30% of that guy. He is personally I think he's a superhuman singer because I have heard all kinds of songs for him from him. But I don't know why Bollywood makes him sing in mostly one kind of voice, which is very yeah. He was also great. KK was also great. I don't know why Bollywood makes him sing in only specific style. Work for me, Amol Palekar, Gori Tere Gaon, चांद जैसे मुखड़े पे etc. Yeah, I know. I think दिल ढूंढता है फिर वहीं. No, that's Bhupinder Singh. There's a Yesudas song that of Amol Palekar that I cannot recall right now. Forgot. So I was talking about my favorite singer, who I think has not been utilized to even 30% of his potential. Obviously, he has sung thousands of songs, and he's a very popular mainstream singer. But I don't think he has gotten his due, which is Sonu Nigam. Very, very, very common, very thakela, very thaka hua name. I know, but I think if that guy, uh, if they utilized him well enough, so yeah, he could have been a favorite singer of a lot more people. I don't know what you guys think of Sonu Nigam. Salman, Salman Khan is a great singer. तू मेरा हीरो. Salman Khan. Also, apparently, Salman Khan also thinks that singing is not that big a deal, especially with technology, with auto tune. He does not really think that playback singers are that big a deal now. But he's Salman Khan. So he's allowed to say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He's also apparently a painter, right? Salman Khan. He's a painter. He's a singer. He's a philanthropist. He's being human. He's a lot many things. Ranu Mandal. Let me recall what she has sung. Sonu he's got better as he progressed. Initial was very raw, but now he's just on another level, right? Oh, Ranu Mandal was that woman. Yes, yeah, yeah, exactly. Sonu Nigam has had a lot number of amazing songs this year. Uh, there's a song from this Mumbai love stories. कैसी बात करते हो, then there is Yaad, and then there are a couple of songs from Lal Singh Chaddha, which are all right. Uh, but yeah, he's I've always been a fan of. I think he was pretty good in 90s too. It's just that 90s music was very is also shooter. He's also shooter. Yes, obviously that's his biggest talent. If you listen to Sonu's songs from A.R. Rahman, for example, Dil Se, Satrangi Re. What do you think of Satrangi Re? I mean, that does not sound like a song from somebody who is raw. Satrangi Re, I think that Sonu Nigam was the only singer, at least in mainstream, in the mainstream, who could sing that song like Sonu Nigam did, Satrangi Re, and he was pretty young, so, in 1997, right, when he sang that song. So, yeah, what do you think of that? I mean, he has sung multiple songs by A.R. Rahman. There is Khamoshiyan Gungunane Lagi, that's also from 90s, or maybe that's 2001. Then there are songs from Sathiya, the title song. So there are more songs from Shan is also underrated. Yeah, Shan also has a very unique voice. Uh, love listening to his songs. But I think from these singers, people who were at the peak in 90s or early 2000s, I think only Sonu Nigam has work. Everything else like Shan is only doing private albums and all. He does not is not getting songs now. So most of it is Arijit these days. So, ever heard of Ilayaraja? Obviously, I played a cover one of his finest ever, and has emotional quotient of seen through PJM is unmatched, at least in India. I've heard of him a lot, but I cannot point out what I have. Satrangi is a banger. Did you like Captain Vyom? I don't watch. Satrangi is a banger. I mean, I don't know how old Sonu Nigam was. Maybe in his early 20s when he sang Satrangi Re. Uh, it's phenomenal how he has sung that song. Phenomenal. Captain Vyom, I have not. Actually, I have not watched Shaktiman. I have not watched Captain Vyom. There's so much from 90s that I have not. I've watched Chandrakanta, obviously. I watched Hasrate, Shanti, Swabhiman. Uh, I watched all these shows. And there was also this Campus, but no, not Captain Vyom. Captain Vyom and Shaktiman. These are the two biggest shows from the 90s that I have never watched. But yeah, even Ye Dil Deewana from Pardes, I thought that was sung really well. Uh, any other singer would have made that sound, would have made that song sound boring. कौन सी लाइन में आ गया मैं? Anirudh is my favorite music composer right now. Anirudh. What has Anirudh composed? What has he composed? Okay, that guy who's composed music for Vikram. Sonu was 25 when he sung that. Okay. Hmm. Or he may also have been 24 because the film came out in 98, right? And if the film came out in 98, the songs must have been recorded in at least 97, or who knows, even 96. When did the film came out? 98, yeah. So you never know. So when the song was recorded, he must have been 24. But yeah, doesn't matter. How so? Dilse is everywhere. Dilse is on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime. Okay. So yeah. So this guy Anirudh has composed music for Vikram. I think that is that who you're talking about? Probably. BGM. Nobody can beat Anirudh BGM. Oh, okay. Oh man. Like my nose is giving me a lot of trouble. How long has it been? 98 minutes. The concept of a BGM enhancing a scene didn't exist before Ilayaraja. Background score was a generic concept without a lot of thought and all. I agree. I agree. So Ilayaraja started that. I mean, focusing on how it will enhance the scene. But yeah, I agree with how randomly it was used in films, in older films. It was the same type of tune they would use, and it would be very random. But yeah, not with Raj Kapoor films. If you watched Raj Kapoor films, especially Avara and Shri Char Subis, Mera Naam Joker, Aag. I think background score was used very intelligently in his films because he was himself a music man, Raj Kapoor. But yeah, barring his films, it was mostly randomly used. Okay, guys, let's call it a night. I'll probably do something with my nose, do something about my nose because it's giving me trouble right now, and then I'll see if I watch Kala or something. I've seen Major, yes, I've seen Major. I pretty liked it immensely. Yeah, that was Shankar Jayakishan. I'm not saying that was Ilayaraja. Before I'm saying apart from Ilayaraja or generally speaking in Hindi films, Raj Kapoor was the only guy whose films were used background music diligently. That was obviously Shankar Jayakishan, but it had a lot to do with Shankar because I've seen interviews. I've seen interviews of old singers who have worked with Raj Kapoor, like Mannade, and Raj Kapoor used to interfere a lot in the music department. So, for example, this song, I'm not say- I'm not saying Raj Kapoor should be credited. Shankar Jayakishan, obviously. See, eventually, it's about when you're talking about not just the songs. When we talk about fitting a soundtrack in a scene, Raj Kapoor used to interfere a lot. I'm saying I watched interviews of older singers, of older music people, who would say things, who would talk of Raj Kapoor as the guy who would interfere a lot, who would decide, would make a lot of calls, and it happens even today. Even today, like directors, makers, they take the big calls. It's someone else. It's like Steve Jobs. He created nothing, but he was the guy who was telling people what to create. So it's kind of that. That's it. I'm not giving Raj Kapoor more credit than he deserves. But yeah, yeah, I'm also leaving Friday, because thank you so much. I had a lovely time chatting with you too. But I'm also leaving. My nose is just going crazy. But yeah, so I was saying it's Shankar Jaikrishna, of course, but it has a lot to do with the maker of the film, how director chooses to use it. So whether it's Rahman or whosoever, they even make singers sing the song the way they want, the way they envision. Like I've heard this story about for Sonu Nigam only. Like he sung Kal Ho Na Ho in his own ways, and then Karan Johar came and he made Sonu Nigam re-record the song because he did not like how he that's not how he envisioned it. So Sonu Nigam re-sung the Kal Ho Na Ho song, and that was as per Karan Johar told him to. So obviously they are the doer. Shankar Jaikishan did it, but how that was used in the movie, that is Raj Kapoor's call. Nothing taking nothing away, no credit away from Shankar Jaikishan, of course. That's the only point I'm making. All right then. I think let's call it a night because my nose is kind of gone. Uh, I'll see. I'll do something about it. Okay. Good night. See you in the next stream. Bye.